something. Very chocolatey and milky and espresso-y. I got all the goods in one. Chocolate, milk, espresso, and a coffee. That's how we roll.
Your life's over. His life's over.
We're good, bro. We're good. So I'm finally gonna get a chance to get even with my old manager for all the crappiness that he did to me at the beginning of my career.
That is low. That is
just joking. Me and Mr. Butler here are gonna just have a little fun.
I didn't know it was going to turn into all this, but I'm going to see if I can survive.
Good first round. He's got a little spunk to him, a little excited, a little jittery. Now, it's time to cook him.
I'm already cooked.
He was squirrely in there. Quite squirrely in there. A little erratic. Too much movement. I heard him with one, but he's taking it easy on.
Oh, fuck off.
Poked me in my eye.
Fuck you.
Stepped in
Fuck
my
your
toe.
eye.
Stepped in my toe. Oh, you're bleeding from your mouth.
Is that it?
Yeah, your mouth's bleeding.
My lips feel awfully chapped.
Gosh.
Fuck. Fuck off, Jared. Hate you.
You asked for it.
Well, fuck you.
Super excited. The UFC flew me out to go speak to some recovering drug addicts, and it's amazing that I get to use my platform to do this, use UFC as my tool to reach other people who struggled like I did and who are maybe even struggling now. So we're gonna run a boxing workout or an MMA workout, and then we're gonna talk for about an hour also. So like 2 hours with these people, it's a lot of time to reach people. Sometimes all you have to say is one thing, and even if I only change one person's life and help them, it's all worth it. So I'm super grateful for the UFC flying me out here to Denver, help these people, go see the fights tomorrow, and we'll be there in 2 hours, so stay tuned. We're on our way to give a little inspiration, a little motivation, and perhaps some constipation. What's up? Good, how are you?
Good, not too bad. How you doing?
It's Christina, my wife. Thank you. Ooh. Should we go in the back? I guess. Back of the bus.
Cool kids.
I forgot who, but you got there for somebody.
I'm going for Bilal, yeah.
Yes. There we go, there.
Bilal. It's a good one.
Yeah. Remember the name, baby.
Remember the name. I've done one of those. I was in treatment for like 6 months. It sucked. I mean, actually it didn't suck. It was great for me.
Yeah, but
It sucked being
but
there.
going through it.
Yeah, you're there for 6 months. You know, you can't go home.
Yeah.
I was there with like 250 people, and 90% of the people are mandated by court, so they're really criminals. Instead of going to jail or prison for like, you know, whatever, a year, 18 months, or they just, because they're addicts, or it was like a drug case.
Yeah.
Go to treatment instead
Yeah.
for 18 months or 17 months, 15 months.
What's the retention rate when it's like?
So the Phoenix is a national sober community nonprofit. And what they do is no matter what addiction you're recovering from or you're in recovery from, as long as you're sober for 48 hours, you can come in and train for free.
Oh,
So
cool.
they do this. They have a headquarter in Boston with the Red Sox, which is a CrossFit gym. We just donated equipment to them for boxing. This one is CrossFit / boxing, but you'll meet the coaches and they'll walk you through like some of the movements they do.
Okay.
And you have the option whether you can join, you want to lead something, anything
Okay,
like
cool.
that. The whole group in here, they're all, they joined the organization because they've had similar stories. They're in recovery, they're sober, so that's why it means a lot to them as well.
Fucking awesome.
People coming at 5:30 you'll meet them, and then they'll introduce you and give you a moment if you want to tell your story.
Yeah, of course.
And then the hour class, and then on the back end, September is National Recovery Month, so they'll ask you to shoot like a short PSA that you can share and put all that on social. But yeah, no, we'll go in.
Let's do it.
We'll have a good time. All right.
Awesome.
Let's go.
What's up, guys?
Hey, so Jared?
How you doing? What's up, man? Jared.
Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hey, guys. How you doing?
I'm Jake.
Jared.
Good to
nice
meet you, Jared.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Caitlin.
Hi, how are
Nice
you?
to meet you.
This is Gavin. Gavin leads.
Hey, Gavin. How are you?
Thanks for coming.
Oh, of course, bro. No problem. Nice to meet you. Jared, yes.
I'm Brady with Denver.
Hi, how are you?
Nice
Jared.
To meet you.
So I gave him a quick run through. You guys want to kind of sit down and connect, just talk through a few things, and we'll get ready.
This specific cause is important to you.
So I'm a recovering drug user. I was IV, cocaine, heroin addict. I got sober 2015. I overdosed Christmas Eve, got sober the 27th of December. So I've been sober for a little over 8.5 years. And I was fighting throughout that whole time. I realized that I can use my platform to help others. And here I am.
Obviously, you're helping others. What was your biggest help during that period when you're going through that?
So obviously I had a lot of people that got sober before me and were able to guide me and give me suggestions to live a better life. But God, my higher power, was able to restore me to sanity. So I'm blessed, I'm grateful, and I'm lucky to be here still.
Jared, will you give me a mic check real quick?
Mic check 1, 2. What is this? How's it sound?
Sounds good. You were talking a little louder than that when you were talking to Kelsey. I think, or maybe you were talking
think it was
over
fine.
them.
I was trying to talk over them, yeah.
You're right.
Should we do it over, the whole thing over? No?
It
Okay.
might help to tell that story one more time, I guess, without.
Come on, we can do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be your new best story. You're going to be able to
That's
try
it,
it out
yeah.
anywhere.
People are gonna be, can you tell us a story about your first amateur fight? I'm like, again?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right, I'm rolling. We're good.
Okay, just start with your name and where you're from, and then we'll go into that story.
I'm Jared Gordon, and I'm from Queens, New York.
And tell me what was the first fight where you felt like this is something you're going to do for the rest of your life?
So I was 17 years old. The UFC was getting very popular. Spike TV, The Ultimate Fighter. My favorite fighter, Frank Yeager, had just made his UFC debut, and I remember thinking, like, this guy's like around my size. If he can do it, so can I. And I just fell in love with the sport. I had boxed and wrestled as a kid, so I had a knack for fighting already, and I liked being physical. So I found an MMA gym, and within 4 months, I had my first amateur fight. And I remember we drove to the fight from New York in Rahway, New Jersey. It was across the street from a state penitentiary. So the area was like pretty like seedy. And I remember walking out to my fight, and I remember thinking like, I'm the man, you know, like all my friends were there, my family, my girlfriend at the time. And I fought a 27-year-old. I went in there, I did very well. I beat the guy up. And the feeling of winning was like the best high I've ever had in my life. And that was it. The rest was history. It's been 18 years since then. I'm still fighting. So it was definitely a pinnacle moment in my life. I got addicted to opiates, painkillers, and then, you know, Vicodin, Percocet turned into Oxycontin. And then eventually I found heroin and started using IV drugs. and I was in and out of treatment centers, psych wards, therapeutic communities, all sorts of hospitals. I had overdoses, near-death experiences, homeless shelters. I was panhandling, jail. I got arrested 8 times, indirectly or directly, because of my substance abuse. And when I was 27, 2015, I overdosed on Christmas Eve, and I just surrendered, basically. I had enough, so I went to detox, and I've been sober ever since. So between all of that, though, I was fighting. I had times of sobriety, and in those times I would fight, and I would win, and then I would end up relapsing, and I would go back to drugs, and it was a cycle. I was in and out until I finally really gave it my all and listened to some people, trusted God, and was able to find a solution. So I'm Jared. I have 8.5 years of sobriety, and like what I love about this is that we all have like one thing in common, you know? And we all were sick and suffering, right? And we decided to get better. So places like the Phoenix and other, you know, organizations, like we need this. The community is what helps, you know, the people within it. So we have to stay together, and having a network. So coming to these places is great. Like a week, I was there like so many times, in and out. So don't be discouraged. Just keep coming, man. And we only all have today, like, right? You have just as much time as I do today. So that's all that really matters. And so I grew up in Queens, New York, and I came from a great family. I had everything I wanted. And I'll share briefly, and then we'll go on to the workout. I just wanted to give you a little background. But so when I was 8 years old, I went to a sleepaway camp, and I was sexually assaulted by a camp counselor there. It was full-on assault, and it changed me for the rest of my life. And within a few months after that, I started smoking pot. I turned 9 that fall after I came home from summer camp, and I used drugs and alcohol to numb the pain. And obviously there were other things that happened in my life which made me want to continue using drugs and alcohol, but our traumas and things that happen to us are, right? The drugs and alcohol are just a symptom of our problems, right? Our disease is really within us, and it comes out in all different ways. So, you know, I had to really find out like what was really going on in me in order to keep and get long-term sobriety. So I did the whole thing. I'm a recovering IV heroin, cocaine user. And I mean, anything I could put in a needle, I would put in a needle. Crack, meth, coke, heroin, pills, Molly, K, whatever you can think of. But my main thing was heroin and coke and crack. I loved shooting crack. That's because you're hitting it wrong. You don't have to make a swing. So if you push through it, it will swing, right? The point is to sting like a butterfly. I mean like a bee. Sting like a bee. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. So you can hit it, and it looks like I'm hitting it hard, but it's not swinging. So the key is to touch it and bring your hand back as fast as possible, right? And you could uppercut, you can move around it, you could punch, you can move your head, you could dodge and weave like you're a boxer, right? You gotta get low, right? Whatever you want on it. This is fun. All right, then the next one is heavy bags. So these are your heavy bags, right? Or any of them. And it's the same thing. Just move around it. Extend your arms all the way, right? Hook to the body. Come upstairs. So it's like you're boxing. Pretend this is a person. You're hitting them in the face, body, back up top. Move your head, move around the bag. And then the next one is jabs only. So just a jab. You're focusing on your jab. Turn your hand over. That's what hurts people. It's the turning of your hand that knocks people out. So when you hit someone, that's what hurts someone. So just focus on turning your hand over, extending your arm all the way. You're pushing off your back foot, and you're stepping in as you jab. Move your head, good double jab, good jab high, jab low, jab back high, move like Muhammad Ali, just not as good. And then that's it, right, for the bags? Cool. 1, 2. Jab. Jab. 1, 2. Good. Aim here. Batter. Jab. 1, 2 hook. Good. Move.
30 seconds.
Yup. 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 Right here. Good. Cross. Good. Now move your feet. So look at me. When I move, look. Try to like. So 1, 2 hook. Yep. So when you throw that, just bring your hands back to your face. You don't want your hands to do this shit. So that's how we get knocked out. 1, 2 hook. Good. Jab. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2 hook cross. 1, 2 hook cross. Good. Jab. Good. 1, 2. Good. Double jab. Jab. Oh, just jab. Cross. Good. Now 1, 2. Perfect. So try to extend that right hand a little more. Good move. Cross. So try to cut it tighter. Like that way. Yeah. Cross. Cross hook, low kick. Good. Jab. Switch kick. Good. Jab. High kick. Jab. Switch high. Good. 1, 2. Knee. Good. Flash.
Is it gonna stay on there?
Well, he's gonna put it on his shelf like a good boy.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, boss.
Yeah, bro. Nice meeting you, dude. Oh, Goodfellas, The Departed, Donnie Brasco. They go on and on and on. The Bar is great, bro. Really, really, really good. Casino was maybe my favorite movie ever, though.
Think so?
It's one of
Robert
them.
De Niro?
Joe Pesci. Robert De Niro is great in it, but Joe Pesci is a monster in that movie.
Lock it up.
We're in the mall, Denver. It's nice here. It's a nice mall. It's got a lot of stores.
Oh.
Look at you, girl. Looking like a fresh. Move back. Okay. Do a little dance. Keep going.
Do we like him?
Yeah. I like him a lot.
Buy him for me. We're going to the fights.
Yeah.
And we're excited. And guess what? We're bringing snacks.
Saturday night here in Denver. We're on the way to the fights. Me and my wife bringing snacks because she's pregnant and she's got to eat every 2 hours, otherwise she gets nauseous. And it's going to be a fun time. Trump just had an assassination attempt done on him. Greatest president ever to live. Let's go, Trump 2024.
You're gonna see Ozzy over there, so he's gonna be the one to take it.
Into the point, fighting out the red corner. At 5 feet 10 inches tall, this mixed martial art is also weighed in 170 pounds. In 10 fights, his record stands at 8 victories with 2 defeats. Fighting out of Hillsborough, Missouri, here is Evan, the Phenom.
Evan's a dog, man. He's always in shape. Took the fight on 4-day notice. Came in and got the finish in the second round. It looked great. It's a close round. Takedowns. The other guy landed some really good strikes. That was really close. I don't really know who to give it to.
Leave Mexico, come with me right now. I want you to train with me.
in the third round.
UFC always delivers no matter what. Great venue, awesome show. Fans are amazing. Love this job. I'm blessed to get to do what I do for a living. UFC Denver is concluded. Heading home now. Got to help some people. See my friends, go to the fights. Great weekend. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to Europe next week. UFC Manchester. Like and subscribe. See you then.